Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is actually going to be a fairly quick video. If you did not see this video, I will link it in the description box below. But we did this, I'm going to probably post this next week after this one up, because this is how to fix a mistake or how to make it a little bit better. I noticed that the friend in my stamp was a little bit blurry here. Oops, let me see if I can get it. It's blurred because I tried to stamp it twice, so it's got a little bit of mistake happening in there. So I'm going to go in and try to fix that a little bit. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that in this video. So what I'm going to do is, it was an outline stamp. I'm going to go in with the same color stamp, which is in my color box inks. And I have a very small paintbrush. Very, 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 very tiny paintbrush. And I'm going to try to go in and cover up those mistakes and kind of fill in the letters a little bit. I have to angle it because I'm a lefty. But I'm just going to dab it in this color right here, this brown that has it. I'm just going to dip the paintbrush in it because it is wet because it is ink. And I'm going to go in and fill it in. And what you can do is you can even add a tad of water if you wanted to. Put this on like a piece of parchment paper, like stamp your stamp on the parchment paper, and then use a little bit of water. But I'm just going to use it as is, and I'm going to go in and try to fill in the friends so it kind of has like a cool shadowy effect to it. Okay, I might have to use the acetate, which is fine. And what you do for this is you go in with the color you want, and I had the brown going. I'll make sure to link what I did for the process of this video in the description box below, but you can just stamp the ink on there, and that way it's a little bit easier to pick up. You can just go in, mix it up a little bit. You can even add a little bit of water if you wanted to, that's fine. I'm just going to go in and color it in. I might actually have to add a little bit of water in here. That's okay, because it's kind of going to be like a little bit of a watercolor aspect. And that is totally fine, because you can use stamps kind of like watercolors. This is going to be in another video as well. But I'm just going to go in with my little bit of water. A lot goes a long way. You do not need a lot of water for this. So I'm basically just going in, and I'm leaving the shadowy part to kind of like just have a little character, but I'm going in and redefining it so that way it doesn't have any spots that kind of covered it. So I'm going to just go into the darkest spots that are there and just color them in, and that way when you see it, you can see the actual friend come out of there, and you won't have like you can't read it type of thing. So I'm just going to go in a little bit more water, color that in a little bit. And I really do like inks because you can kind of use them like watercolors and go in and do this. So yeah, you can see that like I made a mistake, and I'm going in and kind of fixing it or covering it up to make it look a little bit nicer. I really do love videos like this. Like, you make a mistake, things happen, and you just go in, and if you want to fix it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Now I'm going to go in a little bit in the friendship part and just kind of make it a little bit darker as well. Just kind of go into those lighter colors. And don't use a lot of water. A lot of water, it's honestly too much, and then you can get bleed through happening and going on. So do not use a lot of water because it will spread quite easily. Like it did right there a little bit, but I'm okay with that. And I think that's okay. I'm not going to go in and mess around with it too much. I'm just going to go down in this corner right here and fix this line right here. There. It's not perfect by any means, but I mean, that's one way you can fix a boo-boo mistake that you made. You know, things happen, and you know, they're never going to be perfect. It's like the Lord is the only one who's perfect. All of us are imperfect compared to him. So when things happen, you just go in and you just, you just let it go. Because I fixed it a little bit. You can read the friend a little bit easier than it was in the beginning. And I left this a little bit lighter, kind of as like a ombre effect, like it goes dark to light, which I'm totally fine with. You can even go in and color in these letters if you wanted to match. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, that was just a simple and quick video. This was probably less than a 5-minute video. But it's just to show that a mistake can happen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, and there is a tiny bit of shadowing on the back of the page, if I could show you. But that was probably due to the watercolor aspect that I used. But because I had watercolor beforehand, the stamps really didn't show through because it already had a layer of paint underneath it. So that was just how to fix one mistake. I'm sure I will have more mistake videos in the future. I mean, it's bound to happen. It's gonna happen. And, you just gotta let it go. It happens. And you had fun while doing it. It's all about God's word. It's not about the art. He loves our art no matter what. I started being very picky about my artwork. I wanted it to be perfect, and sometimes it's just not going to be, and you don't want to throw a page away because you worked so hard on it. So, it happens, and friendship is messy too sometimes. So it's a good messy though, because you get to learn more about each other. But what I like to think about is when you do Bible journaling for God, it's like we are his children, which we are. And how as kids we gave our art to our mom or dad and they put it up on their fridge. Well, I think when we do Bible journaling, God keeps these pages and he puts them on a giant fridge in heaven, and not one piece has its special spot. Everybody has their own special spot for all their artwork. So that's just my little tidbit for you today. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay if something doesn't work out, because you learn from it. You learn not to make that mistake again if it was just an accident. And yeah, that's pretty much just a quick lesson for you. I did this page in Proverbs 18 verse 24. And it says, one who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And God is our closest friend. I mean, he will never leave us, ever. We are the ones who leave if we choose to, but he is the one who never will leave us. So that's just a fun page. I will make sure to link this video down in the description box below so you can see how I did this page, how I did the background and the printouts and everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, please leave a comment and let me know how you feel, if you're a perfectionist or not. And I hope this video really helped you, to let go of that and let God just work in your heart so you can have a fun time with him and concentrate more on him and not the art. So I love you all. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful week this week, and I will see you in the next video.